Alright, and we're back. Hopefully gonna knock out all of Act 5 in one go. I just took a quick break, I got some more coffee, I did some housework so I don't feel completely brain dead. Alright. Oh, and I did look, I need a Burr rune to make Chains of Honor. So, will I do that? Or Enigma? You know, it's a tough one, but I'm definitely gonna make Enigma first. Chains of Honor is really good. It's better for resistance, but I really don't want to skimp out on Enigma with this character. I think it's a very good... it's just a very powerful rune word. I might make Chains of Honor for my Barbarian, but... You see, that's the problem. I'm like, Chains would be so good on Barb. It's generally pretty good on Barb. Because it's just better res you can put into other things after you get your res checked off. Which, thank God, we're gonna get some more, too. I just realized it, too. But yeah, dude, I really do want to get Chains of Honor eventually here. Obviously, the intention is to beat the game on here enough times to where we have all those cool, sick end rune words. That might take some time, but that's why we're doing Twinked this year, so that way we can do things quickly and just kind of bolt right into it. That's a flawed topaz. That's not perfect, but it'll do. So what's going to be the hardest part of this in Nightmare? Probably Ancients. I'm just... Neelathok possesses a little bit of a problem. I'm hoping not too much, because generally I don't have a problem with him as a range character, because as a range character you can just ignore him basically, and his death procs don't really do anything. But if we want to get real up in his shit, which is what I kind of want, see, that's also why I want to get Enigma, is because I can just walk up to him and just poke him in the ass and he goes, "Oh no!" and then he falls over, because he also drops Grand Charms on level of Bale. Oh, let's see how we do on Shank here. Or Eldritch. Oh, look at that, melting him. Fucking melting him. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna be quick when I go through here on my own time. That's fucking sick. I don't know how much XP I'm gonna max out of this, but when I do my off-screen grinding, but probably quite a bit. I don't think it should take any grinding to get to Bale. I think we should be able to jump straight in. Our damage looks pretty okay. Health, probably okay. I mean, I still need more HP, like, altogether, but I think we're doing okay in terms of, like, you know, for being twinked, this is still pretty good. I would always recommend, like, if you're gonna twink a character, still know how to do it. Oh, hi, Zesty. Are you gonna run through the house? Okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna stop you there. See, look, I'm still doing... He's not cold immune, he's cold or lightning enchanted, but that's still pretty damn good damage. The poison is pretty much what's absolutely ripping through their health. I don't know what just killed my Valkyrie, but it must have been one of those siege beasts, because they do a lot of physical damage and really fast. And yeah, Zesty's just bolting through the house. He had a grand old time fighting the broom. Is it in this area? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, I always forget what area you do this in. You think as many times as I've played Diablo 2, I'd know what area does what? No. Even though this is probably a very easy act. Okay, the hardest part of Act 5 for any character, in my opinion, is just going to be Ancients. That's like... Everything else is okay. Well, maybe Neelathok. I think Neelathok and Ancients are probably the most dangerous things in the game. Neelathok if you're playing a hardcore character. Ancients if you have absolutely low patience. But, you know, Ancients on this character should be okay. But you see, that's the other thing. I want to make sure that I can, like... Oh, fucking hell. Do I have a full... No? Okay, I'm just an idiot. I don't know how to put things in there. There we go. I learned. Yeah, I love how they're gonna fuck up these towers instead of actually going after enemies. That's fine. They don't need to do that. They're just... You're just paid to do your job. I have not even touched any of the fucking equipment on the mercenary at all. I've completely ignored him. Which is not a good idea going into hell, by the way. If you want to go into hell difficulty, you need to know what you're doing. I don't know what his stats are. See, this is the problem, is I can never remember how fast or slow my mercenary's leveling up, because I never pay attention to it in this point. So, I don't know what his stats are. Let's check. You see, I don't know what any of that shit means. It's all just pointless information. I'm probably going to give him an obedience that I have like 2 or 3 of those laying around. So I might just give him an obedience when we get back to town if he can use it. If not, that's fine. I'll just have him level up with me. Because that's probably a good... I mean, obedience is just an okay rune word to give, like, mid to early game. I'd say it's more of a mid-game rune word, personally, because you're not going to get it probably in, like, normal. You're probably going to get it in early hell or late nightmare. And it's a pretty good rune word, if I remember correctly. Actually, fuck it. Let's just do it right now. We're already there. I don't see why not. Yo, Decker Kane, show me what you got. Show me what you're working with. Shake your ass. Alright. I'm sorry. I could not resist that. Caught me with my dick in my hand. Alright. Fire res, probably important, but we're going to get more res in a little bit. Not going to be great when I go into Nightmare. I don't really want to think about it. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to look at the rune words tab I have here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the Quant. I think that's like Peter Tumble Croissant or something. I don't know. Can he use this? We're gonna find out. I don't think he can use that, but I would love it if he could. Well, first of all, let's see if my little man can use this.
Put that to good use.
It's just better defense. I'm not gonna whine about it. Let me double check on a quick professionalism. You know. I'm pretty sure I have an obedience laying around. I'm like 99% sure I do. These are not rune words. Where did I put my shit? I just want him to have more. I want more power, and I know I shouldn't. I don't even have my familiar on here. Hang on a second. We got Kasim, my man. Oh, he's got my obedience. Okay. I can craft one. I know I have the runes laying around. Pretty sure. Was it Helko Thul Eth Foul? I don't know if he can use that. But if I have one laying around, I'll totally give him one right now. Because I'm 99% certain I have an obedience. If I don't, well... fuck, right? You can laugh at me all you want. I don't think I do. Well, we got Butterfinger. Did I give one to, Emilio Estevez? You see, I love how I know that, because I'm like, this is one of the best rune words for your Merce. What is the strength? 122 and 96 dex? 122, 96. He can use it. So that's cool. I'm just gonna check Mr. Butterfinger real quick, and then we'll be on our merry way. If I have an obedience on him as well, I'm gonna be so fucking angry. No, this is just shit garbage. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great, but... yeah, see, there's that jaw rune I'm always talking about. I talk about it all the fucking time. No, I guess I don't. I'll just craft it later. You know what I mean. I'll give him that before we go into hell, because it's objectively a good idea. Oh, shit. We're at Larzuk. Oh, damn, son.
Help you?
What do we add? I'm just gonna hold on to that for as long as I can, probably. I don't know what I want to add. Probably on a Shaco, if I can get one. And then I'll pop, like, all res into it. That's probably gonna be what I end up doing. I don't know, that's probably the most easy idea. So, look at this. Look at that. So, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. This is how I power level. I might even get a level doing this. Hang on a second. I'll show you how to power level like a fucking man. So, if you don't know how to do this, this is how I power level a character. So, I usually don't pay attention to this shit. I'm just killing it for XP. Watch my XP bar. See? I'm not really getting as much XP doing this, but I'll show you guys something real cool real quick, okay? Yes, I just played piano to get rid of all those fucking pots. I know. You can laugh. It's fine. So we're going to save and quit. If the game feels like it. There we go. That was a very long hang. We're going to try players 5. We'll see how I can do. But watch my XP. This is how you early game... Before you do bail runs, this is what you should do. Watch my XP. Look at that. Look at that shit. You thought I was kidding when I was like, I know how to level a character? And then you take the scale mails and shit. You're gonna get a lot of armor doing this. I'm either gonna get a level or close to a level doing this. And you could say, oh, if you're clearing this just fine, play in Players 5. Yeah, but these are just 2 enemies. This is not the same. 2 enemies out of, like, all of Act 5 is not a good metric of how tough your character is, because the level areas just keep getting tougher and tougher. But watch my XP. Fucking blammo! See, and you get all this shit dies. Yeah, you get all this shit dies. Seth English, good, yeah? You get all this shit while you do it, so it's like, this is a very efficient way of leveling a character, and you just, obviously, if you get comfortable, you just keep upping the player count till 8, and then you're pretty much golden. And if you weren't playing in Plugy, you just sell this shit. Fuck it, let's get a level. I don't see why not. See if I can do Players 8. I probably can comfortably do Players 8. I don't know, we'll see. This is probably a bad idea. Okay, we're not doing too bad, but those are just normal. They're not minions have like double HP. I'm not really gonna say that's a good metric. Okay, we can actually do Players 8. So when I do this later, it's not... Oh my god, but yeah, they're gonna start dealing damage. I actually have to play smart on Players 8. Fuck, right? Oh, and he's gonna be... Yeah, he's gonna get lightning enchant each time. This is gonna be really yucky. Yeah, this is really yucky. It's not a good idea yet. It's getting there on Players 8, but, you know, we'll see. I might be able to do it off camera pretty efficiently after I do bail, but, and no, I'm gonna have to save and quit just to get the, fucking get in there. Chunky Blue Samus Aran. There we go. See, yeah, that's how you power level, if you don't know. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but it's a very quick way of doing it. Early game. It works in pretty much all difficulties. If you can comfortably do it, you're probably going to be okay. And then you just sell armor and shit like that. You can get actually good items doing this. It's not a bad idea in hell difficulty, but I wouldn't item grind here in normal. It's probably not the best idea.
Afternoon.
You don't give me mans. Don't fucking lie to me, Larzuk. Players 1, there we go. I don't want to try it with Players 8 going up there just yet. We're nowhere close to that kind of efficiency just yet. Yeah. Give me my man back. Why you gotta hold my man hostage? But yep, that's how you power level if you ever wonder, how does Seth do it so damn quickly? Because I'm just so great. It's always worth killing them either way. Like, if you're doing this in single player, like Bnet, I don't know if Bnet nowadays, not Bnet, but I don't know if Resurrected lets you do player 8 commands. Oh god, there's so much shit out here right now. I don't know if they let you do that, but if they do, oh, there you go. And so this is the nice thing about Nightmares. Guest monsters can be really easy, and so very easy boss packs equal very good XP. So, I mean, you can clear out Frigid Highlands if you want to get really good XP, because you can see the amount of XP you get from enemies out here is actually pretty solid. It's always a pretty good... I mean, Abaddon's a good place to farm XP. It's probably a better loot chance, because I think those are all in Hell difficulty. I don't remember which ones have which resistances, but they're all really good just places to grind. Like, if you want to just get, like, items and XP at the same time. They can be pretty shit. I mean, like, shit isn't difficult, because there's a lot of nasty choke points. It's a little bit better for, like, summon and, like, AoE spells. Not so much good for single target. But, yeah, I don't really show how to power level a character because it's really boring. And when's a good time to stop power leveling, I always say? When you're no longer getting XP at a quicker rate on Players 8, that's probably when you want to stop. But it's all... Oh god, what have I done? It's all personal preference, you know? If you want to get, like, super crazy high level from power level, like, it's not gonna hurt you. Did I free them? I don't know if I swear to God in the fucking Diablo 2 manual, or like the strategy guide, it says they can die when you do that, so I've always had that in the back of my mind. I don't think they can. I think that's just bullshit they threw in there. But, yeah, if you want to get, like, power levels, there's a few areas. So, number one, the first place in the game to power level is Tristram. You can go up to 20. I'd say 12, but 12 to 20 is definitely going to be where you're going to want to stop. Because anything else after that is absolutely just probably overkill, and it's just wasting your time. And then I'd say if you really want to, Players 8 Canyon of the Magi up to 30. That's a good power leveling area. And then, of course, once you get... I wouldn't really recommend grinding. Like, you can do Chaos Sanctuary. It's really good XP. It's just really slow. So if you want fast XP, you'll do it in Frigid Highlands with Shank and, like, Eldritch. So those are the best areas. And then once you unlock Neelathok, his temple, it's a good idea to go there. So there's a couple of things you can do. Like, it's never a bad idea to, like, full clear an area. So, you know, if you really want to, I don't do it on camera because it's not very exciting to watch, but full clearing an area is actually a very good way to efficiently level without power leveling. You should be okay. You shouldn't really do that if you're going for speed. I mean, you play the game how you want to play, though. Oh, God. Look at this bastard. There we go. You can start to see immediately we're going to hit walls. And this is where I'm starting to get nervous. Because it's definitely the point in the game where this is going to start being a problem. Can I pick this fucking... Thank you. Good God, it took like 500 years to get that potion. But, yeah, we'll go get our fucking shiny Roonies. We're going to go run escape. Alright. Gwalkek, thanks. Ral Ort Tal, that's how you make Ancient's Pledge. That's what that does. I know it because I've done it. I've done it many a times. There is a Mata. I know. I played this game before, Mala. Don't talk about that kind of shit to me, okay? I know all what you're all about. I should probably ID this. Hello. But yeah, if you want to efficiently power level, so once you're starting to hit like a point, alright, this is, so like we said, up to 20, to 12 to 20 in Tristram, 30, maybe 32 if you really want to go crazy, Canyon of the Magi, up to, I almost save and quit it out of habit because I was talking about that, and then up to 40 to 50 off of Shank, Pendle, and Eldritch. Actually, sorry, it's probably going to be about 40, 45. And then just start doing Bale to 50. And then you can probably start Nightmare. And then you just repeat that kind of pattern. Those are the most efficient ways to get XP. Cows can be good XP, but it's not really worth doing cows until hell mode. Unless you're really looking for a specific item base, because if you don't know, cows drop item bases. They mainly drop those because they were nerfed to hell. But that nerf was actually really good. So if you want to get a monarch, nightmare cows I think can drop them. I could be completely wrong, but I'm almost 100% certain nightmare cows can drop monarchs. I think at least even from like corpses there. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But so if you're looking for specific item bases, you want to find like an area level that you know has that possibility of finding. You can use a tool like Silo's Pen to like specifically look up an item. I don't usually do that unless I'm really desperate, but you can look up the item level of certain things and then just look up area level and then match them together. And that's usually the easiest way to determine where you're going to want to find one. Like, I think Ariat Plateau in Nightmare has like a higher chance of finding like flamberges and shit. I feel like flamberge is the correct thing I'm talking about. Oh! God. That was fucking nasty. Oh my god. We have 39 fire res. If we had any lower, we'd probably be dead. That was fucking scary. Holy shit. We haven't died yet. I don't want to like jinx myself and have it I don't want to have that happen again. That was really fucking nerve-wracking. That was fun. That was fun. So yeah, you do not want to end up like under-leveled. So I don't really like this mechanic in Diablo. It's the same reason I don't like it in the first Borderlands, and I think it's in the same as in all of them. Like, your level totally determines the difficulty mobs deal, like, damage at. And I think that's bullshit. If you have perfect gear and you're doing just fine, you should not have to worry about, like, a mob hitting you. Well, yeah, if it's higher level, that's fine. It has higher stats, right? That's how monsters work in video games generally. But, I don't agree with the idea that because you're like 2 or 3 levels under an enemy, you can't kill it. I think that's really stupid. Or you can't kill it as efficiently. I have never liked that. That isn't... Fucking hell, this curse shit. It's just god-awful. Good lord. So, that's kind of how Diablo works. So if you eventually... Yes! If you eventually grind out an area long enough, and you start toughing it out and just kind of like being like, fuck it, I'll just get the levels eventually. You will eventually overcome the level, like, requirements to kill certain enemies. But at the same time, I don't like that. I've never liked that mechanic. It's just one of those, oh my god, I'm so fucking sick of this. Oh god. All the curses and shit. It's fucking scary. Get me out of here. You can be like, why are you doing that? Because this is really spooky. So one more level into Lightning Fury after this, and then we're probably gonna start maxing out Valkyrie to 25, I think. I know it's not maxed, like, as in, like, statistically maxed, but I don't want to take that... Jeez, that fire proc is so fucking scary, dude. If you don't know why that's... Okay, so fire is probably the most dangerous up-close thing an enemy can get later on, because it usually equals instant kill. If your fire res is, like, barely maxed, it's gonna instantly kill you. So, it's really scary. Pardon my... Oh, god. Oh, it's a good thing I can fucking tank still a little bit. What? What the fuck's in my inventory? I don't even remember picking shit up. That's probably not healthy, but whatever. We're playing Diablo. Eisenhearts. This is ass. We all know this. That would be good early game. Actually, that'd be good for an early game twinked character. I might keep that. I say that about everything and I never keep it. Pardon my compulsion, right? It appeals to people that are stupid and have obsessive compulsive issues, like me. So, I always say this. So what are the priorities at this point in the game you should be worrying about in Nightmare? Resistances. It doesn't matter what your defense is. It's nice to have a high defense and block chance, but resistances. Once you hit hell difficulty, resistances are a lifesaver. You can kind of maybe get away with a little bit of bullshit, but oh god, I keep right-clicking off screen. It's not gonna be a good idea to neglect them. Because obviously, if you're not, you know, if you're neglecting your resistances, almost all the bosses in this game, and random boss packs, they're all elemental. So don't fuck around. Don't act like they're not a big deal. They are. Okay? I've been there. We've all done it. We've all been like, oh, it's fine. And then immediately regret it. So, I don't know what to tell you. But, resistance is number one. Damage comes second. I always say rune words and then damage, because rune words can usually make or break your damage, in my opinion. I know everyone says rune words broke Diablo 2, but at the same time, why would you settle for anything else? That's just kind of the unfortunate reality. Like, some uniques are very strong, hence what we're using right now. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, cool, would you rather use Enigma and Teleport, or would you rather use Saigons the whole game? You tell me which one of those is more fun. God damn, those things are starting to hit really hard. I'm starting to really feel it at this point. That twinked gear is starting to really fucking not make that much of a difference for my defense at this point. It's really spooky. But you can see I know how to move, so it's not a big deal. I gotta get my fucking shit together, because this is... Yay, we're finally gonna save Atma. Is it Atma? Is it? Anya. I know a character's name in this game. Allegedly. I'm not gonna... like, do Neelathok right away. I'm actually gonna go find the waypoints and then do Neelathok. Oh my god. You see, it's fine now, but god. If you never played in hell difficulty, those succubi are one of the most annoying fucking enemies in the game. It's not like they're really hard. They're just glass cannon characters, but once you get, like, in the throne room and you get those and fucking burning souls, it's the most fucking awful shit in the game. I gotta be able to see what I'm doing here. Hang on. You see, this is why Valkyrie is so fucking good, by the way. Because she can absolutely just lure out enemies first, and they attack her first instead of you. I cannot stress how useful that actually is. It's one of the most important things you gotta learn how to do as a Zon. It's a trick you learn playing as Necro. That's why I was able to pick up on it pretty quickly over time when I first started playing. Because Clay Golem is absolutely one of the most hilarious things ever. You can beat the game with shit stats and shit gear. As long as you have Clay Golem. Oh my god, really? You can absolutely annihilate enemies with low damage and really bad summons. Just because you have, I know what this is, it's Berserkers. I'm not taking it with me. Pardon my expression, but I ain't got time for that shit. Give me the thing, Mala. I know what it does. Yo, Frozen Anya, Das Vidanya. Yeah, we're gonna go up through the, actually, let's get those charms I need first, then get our resistances, and then we'll do the other stuff. What we get? Deck of Cane, what you got? Ew. But hey, we're starting to get plus charms now. At level 60, I think, is when they start showing up. So, that's pretty good. That's not a bad charm if you're playing early game. Like, I don't know. Some people swear by RYZEN. I don't believe them. I mean, you can think of it what you will, but I don't really like RYZEN that much. It's a weird niche build. I've never really gotten the hang of understanding how to do it, so don't ask me, because I honestly could not tell you how to do it. I I've never really wanted to learn it because it just seems like it's very inefficient. Oh, thank God. Lightning res is at least kind of up there now. Fire could do with work. Just because we can't be frozen doesn't mean we don't take cold damage, by the way. That's not how it works. Cannot be frozen just means you won't be slowed. So you still take, like, vanilla damage from everything else. We'll pick up some fucking shit on the way there. We'll get the waypoints and then do Neolithok. So it's like, yeah, cool, if you really want to. I just don't understand RYZEN. Like, it revolves around, like, multiplayer more so than single player as well. Like, so if I understand correctly, what you do is you basically, like, spam your hotkeys, and, like, those procs just... It's weird. I don't really know how it works. It's kind of gross. I've never gotten a hang of figuring it out, and I just don't really care. It's kind of like Singer Barb. I'm like, why would I want to play a Singer Barb? That sounds so lame. It's because, like, okay, it's efficient, and it can clear hell without much issue, but it's just so fucking slow. Why would you want to do that? I mean, it works. That's the interesting thing. Oh, god damn it! See, this is why I'm like, it is still inconvenient when we get a lightning immune monster, because we're still gonna get, like, low damage on them. It's not gonna be any better in hell. It's gonna get worse. So if anyone's like, oh, this looks really easy. Yeah, it starts off easy in Nightmare, but once you hit hell mode, it's... all this twink gear, that's only gonna mean so much once we start encountering enemies that actually pose a genuine threat. Like, I'm willing to bet I can do cows probably comfortably in Nightmare, but that's about it. I don't think I'm going to be able to really start tanking into some really dangerous, like, hell mode stuff. Because I'm not going to do this until level, like, 75, probably. I know that's probably insane, but I'm just... 75 is probably where I'm going to go. Because I always say, you can do 70 to 75. That's when you want to start doing hell, and you want to have a little checklist. Do I have close to maximum resistances in hell mode? Not before, because remember there's that, like, negative 100 penalty. So it's like, do I have close to max resistances? Do I have at least some decent gear for me and my mercenary? Does my build look correct? Do I know how to use my build? Am I going to actually have, like, any problems? Is there any areas I know that are going to give me trouble? Should I make, like, a teleport staff if in the situation that I know I might need one? Like, you joke, oh, you make teleport staffs. Yeah, that's what I did. That's how I fucking did Arcane Sanctuary with my first character on this. Because I know how to do Arcane Sanctuary, obviously, but when you're playing as an entirely physical-based character, Arcane Sanctuary is a hellhole. It is absolutely one of the most annoying areas in the game. And you do not want to spend much time in there. You just want to get in and get out. So it's like, go for it, man. If you think, if you have all those options checked off, do I know what stuff I'm going to do first in each act? You should always try to shoot for the skill point quest first. And then you should go for boss areas. And then at least quest up until areas like Pits or Countess. So this is the other thing. You're going to spend a lot of time in Act 1. In my opinion, if you want to make a hell-viable character untwinked, you want to spend as much time in Act 1 as possible grinding runes, weapon bases, and just in general clearing out to get, like, you know, as much crap as you can, because Act 1, its density is never going to be ultra high, but it's going to give you enough opportunity to make it so where you'll actually stand a snowball's chance, because honestly, if you don't plan, hell is going to be miserable. I mean, it's pretty miserable for the most part. What the fuck is this room? I have never seen this room. I've played this game how long and I've never noticed this. Okay. That's cool. I know that's probably like a unique generated structure. I've just never seen it. Maybe I have it, I'm just dumb, but I don't remember seeing that. It's fucking cool, man. But we'll get to, yeah, we'll just get our way up to Ancients, find Ancients, and then do Neolithok, and then Ancients. It's tempting to do Ancients now, and do Neolithok later. You see, this is the other problem. Before the Great Plugy Awakening, in order to, like, actually do this, you had to do some concessions. If you were on Bnet, you had to determine whether or not you were going to kill Neolithok, because after you kill Neolithok, you can't actually get that portal open. I don't know if it's like that in D2R. I think they patched it out, because it was really dumb. It was a dumb feature in vanilla Diablo. I always think that's one thing that kind of made me want to get Plugy initially, because I was like, you know, that's actually really good. Because why the fuck can you not do that? Every other area in the game lets you do it. Why is it just that very specific one? I don't know. And you know what's funny is it's not even initially what was considered an important part. It's people just realized, oh, I can kill him very quickly. There's a very high A level. And I can actually get some relatively easy shit because it's so fast. It was never designed with that intention. A lot of Diablo 2 wasn't designed with any of the intention. Ooh, what's this? I don't know, but I'm picking it up. Looks like we're gonna go this away. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is a hellish area though. This shit's annoying. That's all there is to it. If this was hell mode, I would be screaming because this would probably have just absolutely chipped my fucking health to shit. Archers are always the most annoying enemies in this entire game. It doesn't matter what difficulty you're in, they are the most dangerous thing. Mages kind of do a little bit of annoying shit, but no, archers are just worse. They fire so fast. It's unbelievable. And the damage reduction's based entirely on your defense. They don't ever have, I think, well, they can have, like, damage types, like cold and shit, like you can see, but they're just so fucking fast. It's what makes them so annoying in hell. Okay, but we're almost to the, so this is why I'm always like, yeah, man, when you... Oh, I have items, that's right. That was really fucking close to where I was just standing. That was really scary. But yeah, archers are going to be one of the more annoying enemies when you're going in through hell mode, especially on Ariat maps like the outside ones, because they can just spam. If you get bad density like this, it's kind of okay, but if you get like something like all the enemies are going to be this, it's really not a fun time. There we go. That's what we like to see. Can I get some goodies? No? Just some poop? Okay. I used to actually ignore those when I first started playing because I thought they were bad. I was like, oh, it'll be really dangerous. You might be like, Seth, you're still dealing damage to them, but have you seen how quickly those things die? Not very. I had to fucking stab them and it's really dangerous and really slow. This is where Javazon starts to really fall apart. Oh my god, whatever that is, I probably don't want to fight it. I'm just gonna be a punk and throw shit. Ah, fuck. Let's not be stupid and aggressive and die. That would be very embarrassing. I'm so used to hell difficulty that I would just fucking save and quit to reload the map. That's really sad. Alright, what's this? Storm Strike. I already got that. You might be like, oh, what a virgin, you know that. Sure, I guess. Wait a minute, what is this bullshit? What? No, where's the boss? I thought that was immune to both, and I thought that was immune to physical and lightning, and it made me really annoyed. Alright, good. Well, now everything's dropping fucking full rejuves. Okay. If that's how you're gonna play the game. John Cena. Don't ask, I don't know either. Okay, this is basically like doubly advanced Act 1. That's not much better, though. If it wasn't for these fucking afflicted, this would actually be kind of okay. And yes, I know I just used that on accident. I fucked up. Don't act like I didn't notice it. Can you fucking... Thank you. God. Yeah, this is extremely annoying. If this was hell mode, I would have reset the map. Because this is really fucking dumb. Not just because of the lightning immunity, but because this, in hell mode, I would be probably taking damage every, like, second. And it's not a... What the fuck? There. I just want to resummon her just in case. I don't know, I get that bad feeling. Alright. You see, this is why I was like, you need to have, like, some crushing blow or crits on your, like, passives and shit, because that's how you take care of immune enemies. And that's why I'm kind of doubling into poison this year. Normally I don't do that. So, okay, there's Ancients. That's cool. At least we know where they're at. Now we just gotta find the waypoint. And then we'll do Neelathok. And we're at 40 minutes in and I only fucked around a little bit. That's pretty good time so far. Like I said, I mean, Nightmare goes by really quick. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna show it. If I was twinked, or if I wasn't doing it twinked, I'd still show it, I think, but, you know, this is... You see, this is actually why I like to show Nightmare, is because you start to encounter shit you deal with in hell. Like, how will I deal with immunities? Very slowly. Oh god, I have max lightning res, but it still doesn't mean I don't have that mentality that that shit will kill me instantly. Okay. Yay! Lightning Strike is... or Fury is pretty much done for now. And then we're gonna start putting points into... Fuck you, dude. I'm trying to look at my drink. I'm trying to drink my drink! Is this really worth it? So is Lightning Strike... Yeah, it's 10%. Fuck it. I'll do it. It's just passive extra synergy damage, so it's not a big deal. I guess we'll do Lightning Strike as well. I've only put 1 point into it. It's not a big... I mean, this is the thing, is if you want to use Charge Strike or Lightning Strike, they're both good. I mean, I've experimented with both probably equally, and I'd say they're both fine. I just prefer Charge Strike because it's so fucking nuts. I mean, Lightning Fury, however, that's just a good fucking... Oh, look at that ricochet. That shit was fucking cool. Don't act like you're not moist after that. Like, this is just a good skill to have. Like, you should... Ooh, shark skin gloves. Those are going with me. Those are going to get rolled into blood gloves or something later on. I'm going to try and get some CB. Because Grave Palm has pretty good CB. It's like, what, 5%? Let me double check. Hang on. Fucking let me kill you. Just stop. Stop. Cease living. Unalive yourself. YouTube won't let me say the other thing. Let me see. Is it 5? Yeah, it's 5% CB. I'd prefer to go a little bit higher than 5. Crushing Blow is really good, especially because enemies like this that are immune to lightning, you can just melee them down, and it's not a big deal. I mean, you could probably just use, like, Jab or something as well for that extra damage, but I really don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's... Oh, let's be real, it's more effort than I'm willing to put in, if I'm honest. I can't lie to you, I'm like, well, it's just one less thing I gotta worry about being on left click, so it's not my biggest problem. Yeah, we definitely... We're probably gonna be okay into this, I think. I'm not really that worried. Okay, we need to find that fucking waypoint, dude. It's probably gonna be up in this corner, which is really annoying. This is why I hate these enemies. They're so fucking annoying. They're annoying in Act 1, they're annoying here. I'm almost... Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna run away from them. I don't need to deal with you. I don't need to take that shit from you. You're just an afflicted. You don't know me. You're not my dad. You know, this is the other thing, too, is when you're in Nightmare, you totally don't need to, but in Hell mode, you should just run away from enemies that you know you can't deal with. There's no reason in fucking nearly getting yourself killed, losing XP and gold, that you probably need for more important things, like summon revives, okay? You don't need to waste your fucking time on enemies that are just, like, physically immune, stone skin, extra strong, extra fast, fucking... kills you in 1 second, bullshit, lightning enchanted. You know, fuck that. You don't need to... I'm just gonna readjust. You don't need to fight that. Why would you want to fight that? What are you, stupid? Well, If you're me, yes. But no, don't do it. It's a bad idea. It's looking pretty grim. I'm not going to tell you guys where I got that from. You just got to figure it out. But if you figure it out and you go, oh, that's from blah, 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 I'm going to say, fuck you, you ruined Christmas. You could probably easily Google looking pretty grim. Or sorry, I'll give you a hint. It's from a 90s TV show that I really enjoy. And it's the voice actor also does a voice in the main show. Actually, no, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you the easiest hint ever. That you'll go, oh my god, this is the worst fucking waypoint ever. I'll give you a hint, okay? It involves a pet shop. There, see, I told you it was a... Yeah, involves a pet shop. It's a 90s show, involves a pet shop. If you can guess what that is, you're the best. A WinRAR is you. No, it's a good thing I'm not fucking dumb and have blank inventory. Okay, those gloves I'm going to try and make into some CB gloves later, but... it could be bad. But yeah, there's your hint. That's your only hint. Pet shop. You could say, Seth, why don't you take those fucking baubles down? Because they're fancy and I like it and it makes me happy, so why don't you just fucking act like an adult and let me do my shit? Let me drink my drink! What is this damage at? Give me that.
Put that to good use.
Yeah, you don't need that shit anymore. It's not a very good weapon. Look, obviously I'd rather use obedience, but I'll craft that on my own free time. You don't need to worry about that. It's not a problem for you. Alright. Let's go. Alright, how do I deal with Pindleskin? Alright, he's an absolute non-issue. Great, that's exactly what I wanted to see. That lasted, what, like 2 seconds? Okay. This is gonna be awful. I'm gonna get moved around in this fucking hellhole. Alright, I just gotta get lucky and not fucking... Oh, there's beetles in here? God damn it. Okay, that's fine. This is one of the longest dungeons in the whole game, by the way, in hell difficulty. It's absolutely worth running, but it's extremely unsafe. Oh, the beetles don't have lightning immunes yet? Okay, that's weird. They're supposed to be lightning immune. Okay. Whatever, man. You do you, I guess. But yeah, I like having the decorations in my stash. It's fucking December 2nd. You gotta stop being so goddamn racist, okay? It's just the way you guys are lucky I didn't put, like, Merry Christmas on there instead of Happy Holidays.
I can't carry anymore.
I almost had a fucking gut reaction to recite my fucking job phone speech in my old job. Okay, those guys deal a lot of damage. Okay, that took like a quarter of my health off in a second, and I kind of expected it, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. Alright, so if you're like, oh, fucking you're using twink gear, it's real easy. You see how fast that shit took like a quarter of my health off? Do you want to imagine how easy it is for them to just pile on top of me and this becomes a huge problem? Pretty quick. It's not a good idea. Just gonna say it. You think it's easy, but I only make it look... This is the other thing, too. I probably make this look easy, but that's because I know exactly what I'm doing. And I know how to move my character around. I know how to use my skills correctly. Granted, there's only 2. Left click and right click, and occasionally summon. But you know what I mean. You guys have seen me do fucking worse shit than this. I don't know, I think the hardest thing in the whole game is always gonna be, like, I don't know. I sometimes think that, this is just disgusting, holy shit. The most annoying dungeon that's probably the hardest is probably Durance, because Durance can get you killed very easy. Durance has a lot of shit in it that can absolutely fuck you up. Because you get Stygian dolls. Those are absolutely not a joke, okay? Stygian dolls are, for melee characters, one of the most dangerous things ever. All classes have to deal with Blunderbore knocking you back, and you can get wombo comboed really easy. So, can you guys, thanks. I was like, are you guys gonna fucking take damage anytime soon here? Okay. Fine by me. Let's drop this shit off. So it's like, yeah, Stygian dolls, absolutely very dangerous. When you have... Well, I mean, I think it's guaranteed. There's not... Well, there's mummies, blunderbores, Stygian doll, ghoul lord. Sometimes ghoul lords aren't a problem for me, but then again, they're really tanky for the fucking type of enemy they are, and they can be really fucking annoying for melee characters. So, in my opinion, and I think there can be skelemans, right? There can be archers. I think those are the only enemies that can... My fucking Valkyrie's going to town over there. So it's not a very complex composition that you can get in there, but it's definitely a situation where there's a lot of things that can go wrong really quickly in Durance, and it's a very large dungeon in Hell mode. It's not the largest. I think this dungeon in particular becomes one of, if not the largest dungeons. So... Yeah, I mean, it depends. I always swear by that being the hardest dungeon in the game. I think Halls of Pain... I guess Halls. Halls is difficult because there's no guaranteed enemy spawns. I think that's what makes it very tricky, because this... I mean, that's all of Act 5. Act 5 can be very easy on Hell, or it can be an absolute nightmare, based on what enemies rolled. I don't know. I think the hardest part of Act 5 is always going to be just down to, like, enemy composition, which I've never kind of agreed with. It's kind of why I don't like Diablo 3's riffs and stuff, is because it's just like your efficiency and speed is down to literal luck, and I don't really like that as a game mechanic because it doesn't feel as balanced. It's like, yeah, at the same time in this, I guess, and in Diablo 3, it tests you to see how to fight each enemy individually, but there's still a lot of problems that can arise. Like, you can just get dungeons that are essentially impossible in Act 5 for certain classes, and I don't like that. That's kind of why I don't really like random design. If it's random with proc gen, that's, you know what I mean, it's modular generation with like call lists of like if you've played Diablo 1, you understand what I mean. Every enemy in that game is, the whole map layouts are completely random. They're still procedurally generated. Like, they have modules in them that you're always going to find. But, there's always going to be the same enemies, right? Like, you get to Hell, you're only going to fight Obsidian Knights. I think they're Obsidian Knights, are they? No, Oblivion Knights. Wizard. Succubi. Super Demon? I know what that is. I'm not picking it up. It's not worth my time. And, I just don't really... Like, I think that's all that spawns in there. The only time Act 5... Or, sorry, I really called it that, didn't I? I think the hardest part of Diablo 1 is if you get Warlocks. Yeah, that's what they're called. They're called Warlocks in that. They're the fucking assholes that shoot magic, and they go and they teleport. They're fucking annoying. They're annoying for every character in the game. It doesn't matter what class you pick. They're fucking awful. Them and Succubi make that fucking shit annoying. Yeah, you can say the Oblivion Knights can rush you down. That's fair. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, they're fucking not a big deal. They can still absolutely rush you down and beat the shit out of you. But they're nowhere near as bad. Because if you've never played Diablo 1, do Hell difficulty. Obviously play with the expansion, because I think the expansion's actually worth playing with. Like, it comes pre-baked into all, like, online distributions now. But, like, ooh, that was yucky. That was a nasty one. But I think the hardest, it's probably that and Mines. I think Mines is only hard for No, I think Mines is pretty bad for everyone but Wizard, because Wizard has a lot of AoE. Oh, fuck. See these balls? That's what the Succubi do in Diablo 1, except they deal fucking massive damage, because lo and behold, resistances and gear is very different in Diablo 1. But it's basically just like a Japanese shoot-'em-up hell game, and it's like just the most annoying shit possible when you get to hell, like the actual area. So like the expansion, by the way, added the difficulties we use now, which are Nightmare and Hell difficulty. Actually, I don't know, maybe the expansion areas. So the beginning parts of that last, I think it's the Hive, right? I never found the Hive that hard. But once you get to that fucking hellhole, the under the cathedral thing, I don't even know what it's called. It's just, ugh, that shit's just yucky. I need more mana. Dude, that shit's just brutal. It will absolutely wipe the floor with you. Even on normal difficulty, it's still very difficult for even a lot of characters that, like, I'd say the final boss of that is way harder than Diablo in that game. I mean, Diablo himself isn't very tough. You just you do this, you hold your inventory open and you just fucking jam down like health pots. He's really not that hard. Because he has two attacks. He has a fire AoE kind of splash attack. I think it's... Yeah, it basically just spawns on top of you, and I think you can like dodge out of it if like you're really quick, but he attacks so quickly that it's almost just you're just basically eating a bunch of damage, and it's really annoying. So like he's pretty tough, but there's not really the incentives of that game were not actually to just boss. They were more or less, it's very based on like NetHack and shit, so it's like, what? Oh, I thought that was full. It's like, the hell it is. It's more or less based on just, well, what can I get? Ugh. It's more or less trying to get to the end of the dungeon, rather than grind for items. Grinding for items in D1 is very different. It's nowhere near as... I mean, Lazarus is technically the best drop bias. The most you're gonna get is from Wirt, and that requires... There's like, if I remember correctly, you can reload the game, and his like inventory refreshes. I think. I don't know. Magic is also very fucking difficult in that game. Okay, we gotta be careful. Hang on a second. I can't fuck around in this room. No, don't stand on that. Kill Neelathok ASAP. Alright, I could probably bum rush him and I'll be okay. Yep, good. Thank God. I thought that was going to be way harder than it actually was. Okay, that was... That was pretty lucky. I killed most of his shit before I even got in the room. That was a good time. So do I do... Yeah, what the hell. We'll do it. Why not? We'll go do Ancients and Bale. I was going to say I'm going to cut the video, but fuck it. It shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes. He says nervously. Okay, so... But yeah, in D1, it wasn't about grinding items. It was more or less just... Fucking asshole. It was more or less just get to the end of the dungeon. I think there's only 16 floors in Diablo 1? Yeah, 16 and then like 8 for the expansion. Because here's... What? How did I miss that? So here's the thing, in Diablo 1, once you kill Diablo, the game ends. There is a way you spawn a town portal right when he dies, and you can go back and do whatever. It's not really worth it in my mind, just finish the game and like do it. It's not really the same kind of mechanics as Diablo 2. This is a fucking hellhole. Oh my god. Alright. Speaking of Diablo 1, we better prepare our fucking shit, because this is really... I don't know how this is gonna go. Spell steal. Hang on a second. I don't think I found that. Where are my axes? That's armor, Seth. You can't see all the screen, I can, but... Fuck. Oh, here it is. Nasher Butcher. I haven't found Butcher's Pupil? Wow, I guess... Okay, whatever. I've already found this. Let me double... One second. Have I really found this already? Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, it's on exceptionals. Okay. Whatever. I thought I didn't find it yet. Now I'm kind of nervous. So I guess actually, yeah, we'll prep our inventory and then do Ancients, and then do Bale, and then Nightmare Cows. How about that? Sound like a slice of fried gold? You guys can probably be okay with that? Okay, can we all agree? Is this okay with everybody? I'm the one running the YouTube channel, not you, so I don't know why you're I'm asking you for approval. But we'll set up the area. I really have not sold a single thing since, like, off camera. That's really sad. Okay. Let's make a little pile. So yeah, in Diablo 1, if you want to do this, you have 9 tiles you can place items on, like 9 squares, and then the game just says, nope, can't do that no more. It's a very weird mechanic. You get used to it, though. I always say Diablo 1 feels slow to go back to, but once you play it for like an hour, your brain just kind of goes, this isn't that bad. Like, it's truly not a huge deal. I think this should... see, we're not going to see it until the next video, so... I don't know what to tell you. And then we're going to do one of health pots. I assume I should be able to do this pretty okay. I always say Ancients is really only difficult in Hell mode. But, you know, you can be caught off guard. Sometimes it can actually be pretty difficult. It just depends on how mods roll. But sometimes shit happens. And I expect shit to happen to me the most, because this is just how the world works. This is how poor old Gil. We'll do one more health pot. I just... Call me crazy, but I don't know. You guys know the kind of luck I get? It ain't good. It ain't pretty. Looking pretty grim. What level am I? 62? Can I use Spirit? Or is it 65? I can't remember. It's 60-fucking-4! You shit. Well, maybe I'll be able to use it by the end of Ancients. Who knows? And then we'll put the healing pots over yonder. Because sometimes I like to do this. I usually circle around when I'm fighting them, because it's a lot easier. I don't know. I don't know how to PvP in this game. Shit's beyond me. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's hopefully going to take care of all the gyms and the jams. All, you know, the lesser known talk you have with your parents. The gyms and the jams.
Good afternoon.
And do I have full pots? Yes, I do. Full tome? Yes, I do. Repair my shit, because I know how this works. 1 gold, totally worth it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll take on all the end. So, see you then.